Thank you for this great opportunity. I would like to congratulate the Honorable Senior Member Shri K.C. Venugopal ji for the calling attention, which I wholeheartedly support because this is a very important matter, sir. Sir, my specific question to the Honorable Minister through you is, we have state-of-the-art institutions in India like the CMFRI, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, SIFT, SIFNet, KUFOS, KUZAT, CSIR, and many other organizations related to scientific study of the ocean and the marine related activities. Sir, does any of these organizations have done a scientific study on the offshore mining, its environmental impact? And sir, how can the government of India give the tender to the study? Sir, concluding. How can the government give the tender of the environment impact study to the same company who does the offshore mining? Sir, it is disastrous, sir. I would like you to intervene in this matter.
माननीय सदस्य श्री मणिकम टैगोर जी.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Respected colleagues and friends of the House, I rise today from Virudhunagar, a town far from the sea's call. Yet I speak the heartbeat of India's fishermen pulsing through me. From the India's Tamil Nadu's Park Bay to Gujarat Kutch, from Kerala's shores to Odisha's delta, their voices unite us. As a member of Indian National Congress, a party born out of freedom's fire, I open this debate not just as on the Coastal Shipping Bill 2024, but on the legacy and the stretches back on thousand years to the Cholas, whose ships ruled the seas, to VOC Pillai, who defied empires, and the East India Company, to the fishermen of today, betrayed by neglect and greed. This bill promises a maritime revival, Indian vessels in our waters, trade unleashed, ports reborn. From Madurai's blustering markets, I see its spark, goods flowing to Chennai's docks, prosperity weaving inland to shore. But, Honorable Ma'am, where is the fisherman in the tale? The man whose boat braves the dawn, whose net feeds our homes. Our history whispers their warmth. A millennium ago, the Cholas, masters of Tamil Nadu, built a naval empire that sailed through Tamil Nadu to Southeast Asia. Rajendra Cholan, in 1025, sent fleets of wooden ships, some say hundreds strong, to conquer now Indonesia, Sri Vijaya. Their shipyards in Nagapattinam crafted vessels of teak and skill. Their miners mapped the Bay of Bengal. Their trade spanned China to Arabia. The Cholas did not just fish, they commanded the seas as a legacy enriched to our blood. Centuries later, VOC Chidambaram Pillai, VOC the Kapalotiya Tamilan, revived that spirit. Born in 1872, he launched the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in 1906, India's first indigenous shipping line, with ships like SS Galia and SS Lava plying Tuticorin to Colombo. Against the British might, he raised funds from every corner, vowing, "I'll return with ships or perish in this sea." They jailed him, broke him on the oil press, but his dreams endured. Today, this bill would echo the Cholas and VOCs, lifting our fishermen, honor our maritime soul. Instead, it drifts past them, mute on their safety, their stake, and their future. Let me widen this canvas, ma'am. For the fishermen's fight is India's fight. In Tamil Nadu, 843 fishermen have fallen to the Sri Lankan guns and jails in the past years. Boats seized, families shattered. In Gujarat, Pakistan looms. In Odisha, cyclones range. In Andhra, pollution poisons. Over 1 million fishermen, 70,000 households in Tamil Nadu alone, scrapped by less than 24,000 rupees a year. And now, in a new tide rises. The Prime Minister's favorite ports company in Villingam, where Kerala fishermen blockade Adani's 7,525 crore project. 600 displaced, beaches lost, fishes vanish as groins and dredges choke the coast. In Dighi, Maharashtra and Gangavaram, Andhra Pradesh, the same company's expansions turn fishers into strikers and laborers. Their sea sold. This bill's vast powers to the Director General to this government would favor such giants over our fishers. The Congress party demands justice. Honorable Madam, as the Cholas ruled with strength, VOC fought with courage. First, safety modern boats, weather alerts, life vest for every fisherman from Kanyakumari to Puri. Not words, but law. Second, ma'am, livelihood. Certify their boats for trade under this bill. Train them as the Cholas trained their navy. Scraps 30% wage tax. Foreign crews escaped. Third, ma'am, diplomacy. End Sri Lanka and Pakistani assaults. Free our boats. Show Cholas bravery, not cowards. Fourth, ma'am, environment. Curb pollution, climate change, and probe the Prime Minister's favorite ports. Are they eroding our coast, starving our fish? We need independent studies, not corporate tales, ma'am. The Cholas built empires on the sea. VOC built deviance. Yet today, this government props up Adani while fishermen sink. Villingam delays, cyclones, granite storages, costs Kerala's crores. Yet, the company thrives. Gangavaram's coal stalls over fishermen strikes, but who hears? In 2021, fishers rejected the marine fisheries bill for its fines and neglect. Now they distrust this bill. Seeing Adani's hands where Chola and VOC would be, the Congress party, which freed the nation, says consult them, form a committee, MPs from every coastal state, to rewrite this bill with our ancestors' vision. A shield for fishers, not a sword for typhoon. From Virudhunagar, I see this trend in view. Fish from Nagapattinam feeds my people. We fought for fireworks laborers when lives were attacked. Now we fight for fishers when ports and policies are threatened. This government must act not with slogans but with solutions, ma'am. Fund Sagarmala fully, not faintly. Build ports as Cholas did, not burdens them. Free our fishers, not foreign fleas or Modiji's favorite companies' ambitions. Let this bill be tied that lifts all, a tribute to the Cholas ships, VOC's sacrifice and fishermen's sweat. I stand with this, Honorable Ma'am, with a challenge. Make this house the fisherman's voice. The Cholas echo, VOC's cry from the island to ocean, we are one. The sea is vast, but our resolve, forged by history giants, must be vaster. Let us begin. Thank you, ma'am.
माननीय सदस्य कुमारी आर सुधा जी.
Thank you, Speaker sir, for the opportunity. I represent a core stretch of a famed historically significant Coromandel coast of a great Cholas. My Mayiladuthurai Parliament constituency alone has a 50 km of core coast, which once used to be among the top fishing destination. Even now, besides fishing community, Mayiladuthurai has such historically renowned ports like Tarangambadi, Pumbugar, Payar of Sirgali. Places like Karaikal and Kodikarai and Nagapattinam are not far away. So I represent a critical stretch of our coast, which has been neglected for long and for which this government does not have any plan to develop. First of all, here are the salient features of bill under debate. The Coastal Shipping Bill 2024 was introduced in the Lok Sabha on December 2, 2nd December and 2024. Territorial waters extend up to 12 nautical miles from the coast, about 22 kilometers. Adjoining maritime zones extend up to 200 nautical miles, about 370 kilometers. The bill seeks to regulate all types of vessels, including shipping, ships, boats, sailing vessels, and mobile offshore drilling units, regardless of them being self-propelled or not. The bill expands this definition to include provision of services including exploration, research, and any other commercial activities except fishing. The Coastal and Inland Shipping Strategy Plan. The bill requires the central government to prepare a national coastal and inland shipping strategy plan within 2 years of the commencement of this act. My sincere concerns stem from only a couple of provisions, which are: number 1, bringing all the vessels, including the ship, boats, sailing vessels, under the ambit of this law. Secondly, mobile offshore drilling units under the ambit of this law. Sir, the bill lays down too much of importance of power and regulatory jurisdiction of the union government and less importance of the people who own, manage and run the vessels for general welfare and development of the nation. I request this August House ask itself as to what has been done to help develop ports like Tarangambadi, Pumbugar and Paliyar and Sirgari, unless berthing capacity, cargo handling capacity and repairing facilities are created and improved in these ports. This bill will mean a little or nothing to my constituency, in particularly the Tamil Nadu in general. I would like to know that what budgetary allocation and policy proposals are there for my constituency. The next important issue is the offshore drilling, which are notoriously high from my Mailadurai constituency right up to the ecological fragile Gulf of Mannar. Even in this latest report, the union government had admitted that it had either granted or was considering offshore drilling permission for private companies as well as public sector undertaking. Such joint destruction of my Coromandel coastal stretch along my constituency and beyond is impermissible for social, political, economical and environmental reasons. I seek to know if the key stockholders, who are the fisherman community, has been consulted before these provisions are drafted and placed before the August House for the debate. Speaker Madam, this government has three enemies. One is farmers, another one is weavers, another is fishermen. It has done nothing for these three communities which have given India its identity in the commitment of the nations. Of course, your other bias against the women, underprivileged communities and social justice will make the issue only worse. I want this House to first debate what is the amendment proposed to do for fishermen. Whether the fisherman community has been consulted before it is drafted and then cleared for the further proceedings. Madam, in my Mailadurai constituency in Tamil Nadu, there are 14 districts or coastal districts. 1076 kilometers of coastal line. கடல் பகுதிகள், அந்த கடல் பகுதிகளில் 608 மேற்பட்ட மீனவ கிராமங்கள் அமைந்துள்ளது. இதில் மயிலாடுதுறை மாவட்டத்தில் சீர்காழி, பூம்புகார் என்ற 2 சட்டமன்ற தொகுதியில் மட்டுமே 46,636 மீனவ குடும்பங்கள் இருக்கின்றது. அதில் குறைந்தபட்சமாக 15,000க்கு மேற்பட்ட மீனவர்கள் தன் வாழ்வாதாரமாக மீன்பிடி தொழிலை மட்டுமே செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். இன்றைக்கு மீன்பிடி தொழிலை மட்டும் நேர்மையாக செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றவர்களின் மீனவ மக்களின் நிலைமை என்னவாக இருக்கின்றது என்றால், கடல் பகுதிக்கு சென்று மீன் பிடிக்கும் பொழுது இலங்கை கடற்படையால் மிகவும் மோசமாக துன்புறுத்தப்படுகின்றார்கள். அவர்கள் படகுகள் பிடிக்கப்படுகிறது. அவர்கள் அவர்கள் அரசு செய்கிறார்கள். சட்டத்துக்கு புறம்பான செயல்கள் எல்லாம் இலங்கை கடற்படையினர் இந்திய மீனவர்களுக்கு எதிராக நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். இந்திய அரசாங்கமும் தமிழகத்தில் இருக்கின்ற மீனவர்கள் பாதிக்கின்றார்கள் என்ற எண்ணத்தோடு பார்க்காமல், அவர்கள் இந்திய மீனவர்களாக பார்க்காமல் தமிழக மீனவர்கள் என்று பார்த்து அவர்களுக்கு எந்த ஒரு உதவியும் செய்ய மறுக்கிறார்கள். இது ஒரு மிக மோசமான உதாரணம். ஏனென்றால் ஏற்கனவே இந்த அவையில், மாண்புமிகு அவையில், நான் போன மாதத்தில் ஒரு கேள்வி எழுப்பியிருந்தேன். அந்த கேள்வி கிடைத்த பதில் என்னவென்றால், இந்தியாவில் கடற்பகுதியை சுற்றி இருக்கின்ற தேசங்களில் இந்திய மீனவர்கள் எங்கெல்லாம் பிடிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கார்கள் என்று கேள்வி கேட்டதற்கு, பங்களாதேஷ் மற்றும் பாகிஸ்தான், துபாய், ஸ்ரீலங்கா போன்ற தேசங்கள் எல்லாம் இந்திய மீனவர்கள் சிறைப்பிடிக்கப்பட்டு, அவர்கள் படகுகள் சிறைப்பிடிக்கப்பட்டு அவர்கள் வாழ்வாதாரம் மிக மோசமாக இன்றைக்கு சென்று கொண்டிருக்கின்ற சூழல் இருக்கின்றது. இந்திய அரசாங்கத்தின் கடமை மீனவர்கள் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும். இன்றைக்கு போர்ட் என்ற ஷிப்பிங் பில் எல்லாம் நாம் இன்றைக்கு இந்த மசோதாக்கள் இன்று நம் அவையில் அறிமுகம் செய்கின்றோம். ஆனால் பிஷர்மேன் இல்லை என்றால், மீனவ மக்கள் இல்லை என்றால், கடல் பகுதி என்ற ஒன்று இருப்பதற்கான அர்த்தமே இல்லாமல் போகும். கடல் பகுதி என்ற அர்த்தமே இல்லை என்றால் அங்க இருக்கின்ற வணிகம் நடக்காது, அங்க போர்ட் இருக்காது, போர்ட் ட்ரக்ஸ் இருக்காது, எதுவுமே இருக்காது. இப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு சூழலில் மீனவர்களை பற்றி எந்த ஒரு கவலையும் இந்த அரசாங்கம், மத்திய அரசாங்கம் கண்டு கொள்ளாமல் இருந்தால் வருங்காலத்தில் மீனவ சமுதாயமே அழிந்து போகின்ற ஒரு சூழல் ஏற்படும். இந்தியாவில் 3 கோடிக்கு மேலாக மீனவ மக்கள் தொகை இருக்கின்றது. அதற்கு 20 லட்சத்திற்கு மேற்பட்ட மக்கள் மீன்பிடி தொழிலே செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். நாம் இந்த கூட்ஸ் அண்ட் கேரேஜ், போர்ட் அண்ட் ஷிப்பிங் பில் போன்ற பல்வேறு மசோதாக்களை இந்த நாடாளுமன்றத்தில் நிறைவேற்றுவதற்காக கொண்டு வருகின்றோம். ஆனால் மீனவ மக்களின் வாழ்வாதாரத்தையும் அவர்கள் உயிரை காப்பாற்றுவதற்காக நம்ம சிறு துரும்பை கூட மத்திய அரசாங்கம் எடுத்து வைக்கவில்லை என்பதுதான் மிக மோசமான சூழலை இன்றைக்கு பார்த்தால், நம்ம டோல்கேட்டில் அதிகமான வரியை கொடுத்து, டோல்கேட் என்ட்ரி ஃபீ கொடுத்து இன்றைக்கு மக்கள் ஒரு இடத்திலிருந்து இன்னொரு இடத்துக்கு செல்ல வேண்டிய சூழல். இன்றைக்கு தமிழகத்தில் 75 ரூபாய் இருந்த டோல்கேட் ஃபீ இன்றைக்கு 150 ரூபாயை உயர்த்தி மிக மோசமான ஒரு சூழலுக்கு இன்றைக்கு இந்தியா தள்ளப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. காலையில் எழுகின்ற ஒரு இந்தியன் இரவு தூங்கும் வரை இந்த தேசத்திற்கு வரி 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 என்று கட்டிக்கொண்டு தன் வாழ்வாதாரத்தை ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக இந்த மத்திய அரசாங்கம் எழுத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது. ஒரு சாதாரண எளிய மக்களின் வயிற்றை கிழித்து அவர்களுடைய ஒட்டுமொத்த வருமானத்தையும் அவர்களுடைய பொருளாதாரத்தையும் எடுத்து அவர் ஏழ்மை நிலைக்கு தள்ளுகின்ற ஒரு தேசமாக இன்றைக்கு இந்தியா சென்று கொண்டிருக்கிறது. குறிப்பாக ஏடிஎம் நிலையங்களுக்கு சென்று நம் ஏடிஎம்மில் பணம் எடுத்தால், ஒரு முறை 2 முறை எடுத்தால் ஃப்ரீயாக எடுக்கலாம். ஆனால் 5 முறை எடுத்தால் 23 ரூபாய் எடுப்பார்கள், ஃபைன் எடுப்பார்கள் என்றால், அதுக்கு பெனால்டி போடுவார்கள் என்றால் 23 ரூபாய் என்பது ஒரு சக மனிதன், ஒரு சாதாரண எளிய மனிதனின் ஒரு நாள் உணவுக்கான பணம் என்பது 23 ரூபாய். அதை நீங்கள் வரியாகவும் ஃபைனாகவும் பிடித்துக் கொள்வதாக சொல்லி ஒட்டுமொத்த இந்திய மக்களின் பேக்கெட்ல இந்திய மக்களின் பேக்கெட்டில் இருக்கின்ற பணத்தை ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக சூறையாடி கொண்டு கொள்ளையடித்துக் கொண்டு இருக்கின்ற தேசமாக இன்றைக்கு மாறி போயிருக்கிறது. அன்றைக்கு வ.உ.சி. சிதம்பரம் பிள்ளை அவர்கள் பிரிட்டிஷாரை எதிர்த்து சுதேச கப்பலை இயக்கினார். எதற்காக என்றால், பிரிட்டிஷ்காரிடம் எதிர்த்து போட இந்தியாவிற்காக ஒரு பெருமையாகவும் இந்தியன் ஒரு வணிகம் செய்ய முடியும், சுயமரியாதையாக தன்மானத்தோடும் பிரிட்டிஷ்காரரை எதிர்த்து சேவை செய்ய முடியும், பிரிட்டிஷ்காரை எதிர்த்து இந்திய தேசத்தை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும் சுதேச கப்பலை இயக்கினார். ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு ஒரு பிரிட்டிஷ் அரசாங்கமே இன்றைக்கு மீண்டும் இந்தியாவில் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. இது மிகப்பெரிய அவமானம். இது இன்றைக்கு நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற இந்த பிரிட்டிஷ் அரசாங்கத்தை எதிர்த்து ஒட்டுமொத்த மக்களும் போராடி கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். வரி 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 என்று தினந்தோறும் மக்களின் பேக்கெட்டை கொள்ளடிக்கின்ற இந்த அநியாயமான பிடித்த இந்த சேவையை தயவு செய்து நிறுத்துமாறும், இந்த வேலையை நிறுத்துமாறும் மக்கள் கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அதை தாண்டி இன்றைக்கு இந்த பில்லில் நிறைய பல விஷயங்கள் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண வேண்டிய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கின்றது. 3 கோடி மீனவ மக்களிடம் இந்த பில்லை குறித்து ஒரு கேள்வி கூட, ஒரு கருத்தை கூட நீங்கள் பெறாமல் இந்த பில்லை நிறைவேற்றுவதற்காக துடித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறீர்கள். இது மிகப்பெரிய அநியாயமானது. குறிப்பாக சர்டிபிகேட் ஆஃப் இவாலுவேஷன் என்கின்ற all the Indian officers and engineers who got their competency licensee from foreign countries which are white flag nations. Madam, all the Indian officers and engineers who got their competency license from foreign countries which are white flag nations, that is England, Singapore, New Zealand, etc. As per IMO, International Maritime Organization, should be given an opportunity to work on Indian coastal ships. It has been observed that there is shortage of highly trained officers and engineers to work on ship like coastal tankers. So Indian national who have taken competency certificates from white flag nations can be employed on these vessels. Presently, rules and regulations are in the places, but it has been reported that lot of difficulties are being faced by owners and authorities recruiting agency in getting the certificate of equivalence. Madam, 1 minute, I complete. In maritime marine department, mercantile marine department. So amendments need to be done so that these Indian officers and engineers transition from working in foreign shipping to coastal shipping is easy. Coastal shipping will get a lot of benefits from the experience and highly skilling training of these and these safe years. Class 3 member, madam, one, I conclude within 1 second. I complete. I conclude. Class 3, this class prohibits the engagement of vessel other than Indian vessel.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, Madam. I will speak on Tribhuvan Sahakar University Bill. This name Tribhuvan is inspired by Tribhuvan Das Patel, great freedom fighter and key person in cooperative movement in India, founded Kaira District Cooperative Milk Producers Union, or AMUL, played a crucial role in mobilizing farmers against British monopoly. And also, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru organized the importance of cooperative model and supported its expansion and was committed to strengthen cooperative movement. He inaugurated AMUL first dairy plant in 1955. Cooperative institutions are not just money business, but symbol of reason, pride and self-reliance. Same like AMUL, I proud to say in my state our Nandini, Karnataka Milk Federation KMF, is second largest dairy cooperative in India. Started with 4 crores in 1975. Today it has reached around 27,000 crores. With 15,210 village level cooperative dairies, in that, out of that, 4,340 cooperative dairies run exclusively by women. This is the women empowerment in rural area, madam, where approximately 27 lakh farmers supply milk daily, around 1 crore liters of milk procured by the government by giving around 1,800 crores annually subsidy. Madam, why I mentioned Nandini here, during the Northeast Cooperative Dairy Conclave in Guwahati, our Home Minister stated that 5 multi-city dairy cooperatives would be merged with AMUL by advocating one nation, one society to favor AMUL. Madam, this is against the federal cooperative system of the country. That decision like this should not be encouraged. How much AMUL is imported to Gujarat? In the similar way, Nandini is pride of our 7 crores Kannadigas. At any cost, at any moment, we will not allow to merge Nandini with any other societies. For your kind information, Karnataka is the first state in the country to start agriculture credit cooperative society in 1905 in a very small village called Kanaginahal of Gadag district under the leadership of Sri Siddanagowda Sanna Ramegowda Patil, who is recognized as a father of cooperative movement in Karnataka. Madam, on this occasion, we have to remember the contribution of Dr. Varghese Kurian, known as father of white revolution. His contribution is remarkable. Madam, I would like to mention some of my observations in the bill. The central government will decide key positions like vice chancellors and executive board members. This could lead to political interference and reduce the university independence. The bill says IRMA will remain independent, but in reality, it will have to follow central government rules, which could limit decision-making power. Madam, already in the proposed changes in University Grant Commission UGC resolutions that affect the appointment process for university faculty and vice chancellors, the new rules give governors the exclusive power for appoint VCs, replacing the current system where state form such committees. This takes away power from the elected state governments and affect university governance. We have seen already problems in states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal. Madam, not only these states, in all over the country, the governors are interfering the university matters and appointing VCs and registers. It should not happen. Madam, These new rules lower the academic experience required for the VCs, allowing non-academic individuals to take leadership roles. A VC should be the academic leader, not a bureaucrat. This will be increased political interference. Education is in the concurrent list. So why should institutions develop with the state funding and effort will be controlled by the center? The university is being set up in Gujarat, while state like Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu with a strong cooperative sectors being ignored. The bill does not guarantee opportunities for women, young people or tribal communities in cooperative education. The bill does not say whether the university will be funded by the government or private companies, raising concern of the financial stability. The bill plans to merge around 284 cooperative training centers into the university. This may create financial stress and disrupt their current progress. Madam, one system may not work for all. Different regions and different industries like dairy and fisheries have different cooperative needs. A single approach may not work everywhere. The bill says the university will train 8 lakh people every year, but there is no clarity or clear plan how will be achieved and how they will give the jobs for those people. So many universities, especially in Maharashtra and Kerala, already offers cooperative management courses. Instead of creating a new university, the government should improve those existing programs. The bill talks about meeting global education standards, but does not explain how it will work with international institutions and adapt global best practices. Madam, the cooperative is a very big sector. Nearly 8 lakh people are there in India. 8 lakh societies are there in India, and depositors and dependents are middle class and lower middle class people, but runs by very big shops. The scams will rarely come to the light. In most of the cases, people will not get the justice at all. For example, Madam, in Karnataka, there are nearly 42,551 cooperative societies, out of which 25,035, nearly 58.86% are under profit, and 14,498, nearly 34.7% are under loss. Madam, just be more precise, I will give one example. In one assembly constituency in Karnataka, Bengaluru, known as Basavanagudi, there are 5 cooperative banks, namely Guru Raghavendra Cooperative Bank, Vasishta Cooperative Bank, Sauharda Cooperative Bank, Nagaratna Cooperative Bank, and Guru Sarvabhauma Cooperative Bank. These all 5 bank scam affected 2 lakh innocent depositor families. 90% of the people deposited their retirement fund meant for their livelihood and health care. Due to this distress, many depositors lost their life. Even though the state government has given the cases to CBI, but CBI is not taking up the investigation to provide justice. Who will hear the cry of these common people, Madam? Madam, I'll say one thing. In these cooperative banks, most of the people, politicians, irrespective of the political party, I'm telling you, all the politicians and politician relatives, they have taken the loan. Not a small loan, Madam, 100 crores, 150 crores. After 10-15 years, they are not paid the interest, even interest. This all accumulated, and also this money, they are not paid back. Madam, now those people who they are deposited, those people are getting full money or not. But at least these people who cheated the bank, who cheated those people, because they have to punish them. I'll urge the government through you, they have to take a necessary action against them. Madam, then one part of the cooperative sector is suffering due to the malfunction of the system. Lastly, I quote Sakar se Samruddhi. Madam, this name is very beautiful. Really, I'm telling you. All the captions for the programs names, BJP gives very fancy names, and also they market it very well. Wherever this program, whether this program will reach people or not, but names will become very famous. As you know that, Madam, most of the programs are not new programs. It was there earlier also. They renamed, rebranded. So, for example, National Manufacturing Policy in 2011, Make in India in 2014, National E-Governance Plan, Digital India in 2015, Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana, that is 2008, Ayushman Bharat in 2018, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan 2012, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in 2014, Rajiv Awas Yojana in 2009, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in 2015. Sir, I'll tell you, this central government will give only 2 lakh rupees to the state government. State government will give 5 lakhs rupees to the house, each house. But state government will not take the advantage or credit. But the central government, just giving a 2 lakhs rupees, taking credit like anything. Out of this, the state government will give 5 lakhs rupees, central government is only giving 2 lakh rupees. On that they are charging 18% GST. Totally they will collect 18 into 7. So that around 1,26,000 rupees they have collected back. They will get only their the central government contribution will be only 75,000, but they will take the credit like anything. Sir, this is the position how BJP will take the credit. So National Girl Child Day program, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, just got its name, name got changed. Situation has not got changed, sir. Sir, from 2014 to 2022. Total approximately 2,99,520 rape cases were reported across India as per the NCRB data. So for the program between 14 to 15 to 19 to 20, 848 crores were allocated and released was only 622 crores. In this, nearly 78.91% just went for publicity purpose. Just imagine, sir, publicity, how they are issuing spending the money. Sir, सिर्फ नाम बदलने से काम नहीं होगा, sir. असली काम, the program has to reach the people. Then only it will happen. Sir, this university also should be useful to the people. Not for only publicity sake. Sir, protect university autonomy, uphold federalism, and respect the needs of aspiration of the each state. Because state and center, they have to work hand to hand. They should not take away the power from the state. It is not correct. So since we are living in a federal system, the center has to support state government. Thank you very much, sir.
Honorable Member, Sri Biriato Fernandez.
Thank you, sir. The introduction of the Coastal Shipping Bill 2024, introduced in Lok Sabha in December 24, aims to fundamentally revise India's regulatory framework for coastal and marine trade. Sir, I want to point out certain sections which can create a problem for stakeholders operating in the shipping industries. First of all, there is discretionary authority of the Director General and central government. The bill grants significant discretionary powers to the Director General and the central government, raising concerns about potential favoritism and lack of transparency. The broad authority to direct vessel routes, prioritize cargo or passengers, restrict port entry, and exempt certain vessels from the Act's provisions could lead to preferential treatment of specific entities, undermining fair competition. Next, centralized decision making and the absence of clear criteria for granting exemptions or imposing penalties may disadvantage smaller operators and create an uneven playing field. Additionally, the lack of independent oversight and transparency in decision-making processes heightens the risk of market distortion and raises questions about accountability and impartiality. Safeguards such as independent reviews and other accountability mechanisms are critical to mitigate these risks. Sir, there is a document that is minimum safe manning document. This is a certificate issued by the registrar of the ship, certifying the ranks and qualification required to work on a particular ship. It has been observed that inland vessel seafarers are eligible to sail on Indian coastal ships and river sea vessels. But in many cases, the documentation, training and certification that is required to comply with this is not easy to get. It is very difficult, sir. Hence, the owners and the recruitment agencies of the coastal ships find it difficult to get such inland vessel crew. the registrar should be aware of the ground situation about the crew training. Sir, there is also a certificate called Certificate of Equivalence. All the Indian officers and engineers who get their competency license from foreign countries, which are white flag nations like England, Singapore, New Zealand, etc., as per International Maritime Organization, IMO, should be given an opportunity to work on Indian coastal ships. It has been observed that there is a shortage of highly trained officers and engineers to work on ships like coastal tankers. So Indian nationals who have taken competency certificates from white flag nations can be employed on these vessels. Presently, rules and regulations are in place, but it has been reported that a lot of difficulties are faced by the owners. And it has been reported that authorized recruiting agencies are finding it difficult to get the certificate of equivalence in MMD. That is Mercantile Marine Department. So amendments need to be done so that these Indian officers and engineers transition from working in foreign shipping to coastal shipping is easy. Coastal shipping will get a lot of benefits from the experience and highly skilled training of the seafarers. So there is a clause 3. This clause prohibits the engagement of vessels other than Indian vessels in coasting trade in the coastal waters unless the license for the same has been granted by the Director General of Shipping. If in circumstances a ship required for a particular specialized operation and research is not available in India, then on case-to-case basis, the Director General of Shipping should give a specialized license for that shipping foreign registered vessel after verifying all the documents and ensuring that the Indian ship owners do not have such vessels so that the particular operation can be completed. Clause 7 in the bill, sir. This clause provides that no proper officer of customs shall grant clearance to a vessel other than an Indian vessel engaged in coasting trade to enter or depart from a port unless a license is produced by the licensee or agent of such a vessel. It further provides for the detention of a vessel which fails to comply with the requirements of the bill. All the concerned departments which are related to coastal shipping, especially the government agencies such as customs, immigration, port authorities, should be well aware of the latest circulars, orders and notices. So I'll complete by giving some important suggestions, sir. So Indian shipbuilders should be encouraged to install machinery and equipment on the board the coastal ship which are far as possible are made in India, and Indian MSCs should be involved in the ship design. Next, the authority to delegate the statutory certificate of the ship should be given to the ISCS Classification Society. Only 2 more points, sir. Fuel subsidy to be given for coastal vessels. Furthermore, government should support infrastructure for hybrid vessels like battery stations at reduced tariffs and port. When the coastal vessels comes alongside a port, shore power should be made easily available to all the ships. This will reduce the carbon footprints and also enable the ship staff to carry out equipment maintenance. Presently, not many Indian ports have the facility of giving shore power to the ships. Last, collateral free loans for construction of coastal vessels, with the vessel itself being the collateral with an affiliation to the government and same to be mentioned in the registry certificate.
Francis
Thank you, sir.
Darji.